ITV News has learned of a rise in so-called Dine and Dash, where customers eat at a restaurant and then leave without paying. A third of hospitality businesses say they've recently experienced it, with some hard-pressed businesses left hundreds of pounds out of pocket. The owner of one restaurant, which has been targeted 3 times in the past 18 months, told us the crime is becoming more common. And Manchester's nighttime advisor says it's stealing and has a worse impact than shoplifting. Amy Welsh has this special report.
Steaks and seafood were on the menu for this table of 10 in West Sussex. But when they made it to the till, they had no intention of shelling out.
Since we've been open the last 18 months, we've had 3 Dine and Dashes, 2 in the last month, which has cost us over £500. But most of all, everyone's worried about retribution.
Data shared with ITV News by UK Hospitality shows a third of restaurants have experienced diners doing a runner, with nearly 30% saying it's happening more often. In Weymouth, this party of 12 spent nearly £500 and then simply walked off. In Canterbury, it was a family who didn't want to part with £50 for their fry-up. And in St Leonard's in Sussex, this restaurant was left £300 out of pocket.
So there were 6 adults and 2 kids.
What was the total of that bill?
That's £225.40.
The bill at this Manchester restaurant still hasn't been settled, despite police issuing this CCTV image 3 weeks ago.
They started making excuses. The food is cold, it's not right. They literally walked out laughing.
But leaving without paying is no laughing matter.
Do you think people just think they can get away with it?
Absolutely, that's what they think. There should be some penalties on these kind of criminal acts.
Of course, it's one thing not paying the bill and quite another getting away with it. And an increasing number of restaurants are upping security and fitting CCTV in the hope of catching the culprits.
Serial offenders Bernard and Anne McDonough were jailed earlier this year after CCTV of them pretending to pay in Swansea went viral.
Under arrest. Suspicion of fraud by making off a payment.
It was the 5th time they'd done it, and they owed more than £1,000. So what do paying customers think of those who dine and dash?
To go to a place where you're there for the atmosphere and you have people waiting on you as well, it's so rude to just walk out without paying.
I didn't know it was so prevalent. I thought it was like once in a blue moon.
I just think it's just shocking that other people would just go out to do that. It's just not right.
Is Dine and Dash the new shoplifting?
Dine and Dash is far worse than shoplifting. If you think about it, people have been sat there at a table, they've been served by the waiters or waitresses, they've been eating the food, and then they've left without paying for the bill.
And the man who's seen Manchester's restaurants pull through a pandemic says there's no excuse.
Why do you think people are doing this?
I do think cost of living crisis isn't helping at the moment. How wrong is it? One table running out on a night and not paying a bill can be the difference between making a small profit that night and making a loss.
And small businesses like this one in Leeds are left struggling to survive. These men had no intention of paying for the Thai food they'd just eaten.
It's just not fair, because I'm here running a business, so providing good service to my customers, my guests. And if somebody come and take advantage of what I'm doing, of my work, is really affect me, upset me, and affect the people around me. So we just need a quick response from the police, because that's when they can actually force these people to actually make the payments.
But it's no secret that police forces are stretched. And although the National Police Chiefs Council say they are committed to tackling all forms of this criminality, if the dishonesty of those who dine and dash continues, asking people to pay up front may be the only option left on the table. Amy Welsh, ITV News.